my view is this space goes from 2.5–3 trillion now. By the end of this cycle, it's 10 to 15 trillion. By the end of, let's say, 2032, just extrapolating the normal log trend of this, it's $100 trillion by 2032. That from here is $97 trillion of wealth that is going to come. This is the largest, fastest accumulation of wealth in all recorded history. Let's assume, and I'm wrong by 50%, it's still a $50 trillion wealth accumulation. That is the entire history of wealth accumulation of the S&P 500 and its market cap. So the amount of wealth that's going to get generated is going to get recycled into the space. People will buy high-end property in nice places, but a lot of people in this space won't go outside of this space, and it gets recycled, whether it's VC, whether it's the opportunities of building the applications layer, but really people seek trophy assets. And so I've just been buying as much trophy assets as I can for a kind of long 10-year time horizon, because I think this is the last chance you'll ever get to buy this stuff at the kind of prices it is.
As the year comes to a close, cryptocurrency investors and enthusiasts definitely have their eyes on the future and what the digital asset market has in store for them in the coming years. Despite a slow start to the year, the final months of 2023 appear to be favorable for the cryptocurrency landscape, and the bull cycle appears to be in full swing. The cryptocurrency market valuation could reach a staggering $7.5 trillion by 2025, according to some analysts. According to this prediction, the market size will double by 2025, providing significant opportunities for cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Bitcoin is expected to lead this momentum, growing to become a $3 trillion asset by 2025. The successful launch of Bitcoin-related exchange-traded funds, ETFs, is expected to fuel its growth, potentially driving its value to the impressive figure of $150,000 next year. Raoul Pal, a well-known figure in the financial industry, has offered a surprising prediction for the future of cryptocurrencies. He expects this space to grow from $2.5 trillion to $3 trillion at the end of this cycle, to $10 to $15 trillion by the end of 2032. This is the largest and fastest accumulation of wealth in recorded history. According to Raoul Pal, he has so much faith in Solana for this bull cycle, so if you're a beginner, then Solana can be a good coin to have in your portfolio to gain a good ROI. If you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana.
To do absolutely nothing has been the best play of all. Just, I'm like 90% Solana over the cycle so far, and I'm just trying to do nothing. The one thing I've been observing is stuff like the ETH Bitcoin cross. ETH got into the total hate zone, which always gets interesting to me. And then the ETH Bitcoin cross starts breaking higher, bounce right off the bottom of the range. I'm interested in that because that's the start of altcoin season in its truest form. So if it breaks a bit higher than here, we can see why that will happen now because of the ETF. For me, the focus is the banana zone, trying to get that right because that's where you can make a lot of money. So you kind of have to focus, even if you're not doing anything. You just, you don't want to lose your coins because that's the most painful part of losing it is in the banana zone. Just hold on to your coins. And also, I'm just really interested in this next round of the big layer ones, and there's a few in that game that are interesting, and so let's see, because that's a really profitable part of the banana zone is this next trade. That trade, that was enormous money making trade last time and the cycle before, so it will be again this time. Most of these tokens have they've picked up from the lows. They all launched kind of at the wrong point in the cycle, stuff like that. So it's quite a good setup for some of these.
Raoul Pal continues to invest heavily in the Solana ecosystem. It's like 90% Solana. So far, it is the correct bet to make during the cycle, he remarked. Pal also highlighted the potential of the Ethereum Bitcoin crossover, suggesting that a breakout here could signal the start of an altcoin season. He predicts that this native token could rise up to 47 times from its last cycle lows, reaching between $750 and $1,000 per coin. He is also bullish on Ethereum, explaining that it will easily break new all-time highs before the bull market ends in 2025. He said he expects some short-term market fluctuations, but believes the Solana Ethereum, SOL, ETH chart will rise and will increase later in the year. He expects Solana to double or triple Ethereum's performance, thanks to increased usage and the development of Fire Dancer. The focus is on the banana zone, trying to do it well because that is where you can make a lot of money. That's why you have to concentrate even if you're not doing anything. You don't want to lose your coins because the banana zone is where the most painful part of losing them is. Just keep your coins. Although NFTs have fueled Ethereum's last major surge, he believes their use is essential, whatever form it takes. These early uses, like meme coins now or NFTs before, serve as a testing ground for new technologies. He also speculated that we might start to see the rise of social tokens. The crypto banana zone is considerably stronger than the excessive summer and fall of technology. However, assets such as technology stocks and cryptocurrencies are performing well during this period. Paul believes that the rapid adoption and competitive potential of cryptocurrencies will lead to exponential market capitalization.
The banana zone is something that both Arthur and I talk a lot about. It's that point in the cycle where liquidity comes in, where central banks need to refi all of the debt. It's that moment that crypto tends to go vertical. And it's very cyclical. It's driven by this macroeconomic forces of this debt refi cycle. It affects all the asset prices over the time. But crypto is the one that goes truly bananas. So again, the simplest way is, so just have a core portfolio, the big stuff. But if you get the other stuff right, you can make a lot of money in the other stuff. Now, if you go back to the classic banana zone from the last cycle, that's when Solana, Avalanche, Luna, and Matic came.
The banana zone, where asset prices soar, begins with growth in liquidity during the macro summer. Paul warns that market conditions can change, even if everything code's repetitive cycle predicts this transformation. Investors can expect strong corrections or prolonged sideways movements. The easiest way is just to have a basic portfolio, the most important thing. But if you are successful in other fields, you can make a lot of money in other fields. Now, if you go back to the classic banana zone from the last cycle, that's when Solana, Avalanche, Luna, and Matic arrived. And those that the performance in 1 year of these 4 tokens was crazy. We will see this repeated. Paul revealed that his 2 biggest bets, equally weighted, are WIF and Bonk. And he has been investing in them for some time. He still holds Dogecoin because he believes Elon Musk will probably do something with Doge eventually. Paul revealed that he owns less than 2% of the WIF token. This disclosure coincides with a substantial 59% increase in WIF's market value, marking a major milestone for the meme coin in the broader cryptocurrency market. He admits to having difficulty with the direction of the Bonk and WIF chart, which is why he avoids very early investments. Paul added that these things still have value. Dogecoin has proven itself, just like Shiba Inu. These 2 or 3 will persist, and this meme will continue to create additional value. Although he doesn't know what will ultimately create value, Paul doesn't believe everything will go back to zero. Paul explained that what is happening is just speculation. Whether cultural memes will become important, I don't mind, mate, as long as everyone knows it's like betting on raindrops on a window. Paul also sees it as a way to test what could happen. The interesting thing about meme coins is that their usefulness is zero or low. Bonk has some utility and Shiba Inu has some utility. But the true cultural value lies in the attention these things receive. Attention comes before everything.